Welcome back to The Express at the Surrey Art Gallery for Arts 2011. This is a juried exhibition featuring a community of artists. And community is definitely what this next story is all about. For 9 years, the South Asian Family Association has been breaking down cultural stigmas with an annual event promoting positivity. It's thanks to a group of volunteers, and it's led by one inspiring woman.
9 years of hard work and dedication is cause to celebrate for Sukhi Griwal. It was then that Sukhi founded the South Asian Family Association, an organization dedicated to strengthening the South Asian community in Vancouver by holding events such as this one, the Sawan Mela.
The goal of Sawan Mela is to create an appreciation for the various traditions of India and also of Canada's multicultural community.
That goal arose from Sukhi and her peers wanting to break down the stigmas present about the South Asian community.
So we wanted to find out why was it that the concentration was always on the negativity. Why not showcase some of the positive things as well that our community have? We are very fun-loving, very peaceful community, but it wasn't coming through like that.
And so the Vancouver Sawan Mela Festival was created, an annual event showcasing the rich, positive aspects of the South Asian community while promoting cross-cultural harmony through music, food, and dance.
We always believe that dance brings communities together, and what better way to come to such a fabulous venue, such a fabulous event. You know, you can see the whole energy and the whole atmosphere is so much about bringing people together. So we definitely believe in being part of events like that.
Shamak is only one of the many performing groups involved with the festival, but they share the same philosophy as Sukhi and the South Asian Family Association.
So you're going to go Akade Katore change. What I'd like people to know is that dance is for all, and dance is like, you know, the perfect art that can, you know, bring minds together, bring hearts together, bring people together. With so much that happens in the world today, you know, multiculturalism is really, really an important part for every human being, I feel, today. And I think with events like that, with groups that work towards events like that, it's just going to make the world a much better place to be.
The 9th Sawan Mela Festival is a success, but the work for Sukhi and her peers is not over.
The other thing I hope that will occur one day is to have our own South Asian center where people could go, like new immigrant could go, girls who are experiencing domestic violence or even men, health-related issue, they can come to this center and get the appropriate knowledge, appropriate services that are available to them.
And like the Sawan Mela Festival so many years ago, the center will hopefully one day too be a reality. I'm Mansour in Vancouver for The Express.
The South Asian Family Association promotes their mandate year-round with a variety of events for youth and adults. And you can find out more online at SAFA, that's SAFA.ca. You're watching The Express, and we're hitting the road up next to a place that carries deep roots in BC's history and has shared those roots with over 5 million international visitors.
Travel along with us on the Quality Assured Collision Road Trip as we explore the many marvelous attractions and activities of beautiful British Columbia.
This is a land where no other human being should enter, for surely we have encountered the gates of hell. That according to a diary entry made by BC explorer Simon Fraser. But today, we're going to enter and take a road trip to Hell's Gate. Located 2.5 hours east of Vancouver or 2.5 hours west of Kamloops on Highway 1, Hell's Gate Air Tram is smack dab in the middle of the scenic Fraser Canyon.
Hi, Tiffany. I'm Brian.
Brian, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome. Listen, are you ready to have a great time?
I am.
We got a great tour for you. Let's go. Awesome.
That's awesome. Let's go.
We begin our Hell's Gate tour with the main event. The air tram is your ticket from the highway down to the quaint little village nestled along the banks of the Fraser River.
Hell's Gate is actually the deepest and narrowest part on the entire Fraser River. 110 feet wide, or about 35 meters wide, and right now we are at peak flood level, the water depth over 175 feet deep, thundering through the Hell's Gate Gorge. Okay, Tiffany, so here we go. I'm going to pass you off to Kim. She's going to be your tram operator on the way down, so go on down there and have a great time.
Awesome, thanks. We'll see you on our way out.
Okay, you bet. Thanks.
Come on in.
We start our tram trip 1,000 feet above the mighty Fraser, descending 500 feet down at a 37-degree angle to end up at the village just 300 feet above sea level.
The bridge is normally where people head to first thing, and after that they make their way around the property. We have a wonderful fudge factory. We make all our own fudge right on site.
Oh, it smells so good in here.
There we manufacture about 30 different flavors.
Our Hell's Gate fudge is one of our best.
After they make their way through the fudge factory, we have a fabulous education center. We focus on 3 different things: on the history of Hell's Gate, how we got our name, Simon Fraser. We talk about the Fraser River Gold Rush, and of course we talk about the life cycle of the spawning salmon. We have 3 different videos in there so people can sit down and relax and watch some videos. And then from the Education Center, we have our Gold Panner gift shop. We have Canadian-made souvenirs, local-made gifts. We have gold panning troughs that people can strike it rich. As you can see, sand starts to form on the bottom of your pan. And eventually what's going to happen is the gold is a lot heavier than the sand, so it's going to stay to the bottom. So get rid of some of your big. And when you have a inkling for something to eat, we do make our own homemade salmon chowder, fresh on site every day. It's our homemade salmon chowder. And you can wash it down with a cold Hell's Gate beer.
And after experiencing all of that, why not take a break? Sit back, relax, and watch the air tram travel to and fro.
We're just driving through. I've driven by here probably about 20 times, and I finally decided to stop this time. I think it's amazing. There's tons of water going by. It's really loud.
But after a full day of fun, everyone eventually has to head out. At least you get another tram ride on your way to the top and one last chance to take in the awe-inspiring views.
Our company's motto is to surpass all expectations and to provide an experience to share for generations. And we know that to be true because when we talk to people, well, when was the last time you were here? Oh, about 30 years ago. And they said, we enjoyed it then, and what we wanted to do was bring our son or our daughter back, and so they're coming back.
Brian, that was awesome. Thank you so much for taking us. It was great. The water, the views, everything.
Well, thank you very much for coming up.
Not a problem.
Have a great day.
Thank you so much. For the Quality Assured Collision Road Trip, I'm Tiffany Gurden.
Entertaining and informative, the Quality Assured Collision Road Trip. Weekends on Shaw TV. Always something new and exciting.
Next week with the road trip segment on the Express, it's another one of BC's best spots to visit. One of my personal favorites, Marydale Cidery in the Cowichan Valley. But stay with us because we've got more on the good life on the mainland coming up.
After the break, carbs that care.
Part of our process is to select from the farmers the grains that we're looking for.
The Express. We are your local voice.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by... The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.
We are kids. Wish kids.
10,000 kids.
We are brave.
We are strong.
We are fighters. Some days are good. Some days are bad. Some of us make it.
Some of us don't.
My wish will make me strong.
The Children's Wish Foundation of Canada.
Does a wish make a difference?
You bet. You bet.
Imagine the difference a wish can make.
Only 2 more needles till my wish.
Please give today.
Welcome back to the Express at the Surrey Art Gallery. Now, I'm not sure what time you're watching this, but I would like to give props to the reporter team with this next story that got up at the crack of dawn to explore Langley's love affair with loaves at a bread affair.
FarmFolkCityFolk.ca, good for you, good for our earth, is brought to you by Farm Folk City Folk.
Hi, I'm Lori, and I'm here to share with you my passion for nutritious food and sustainable living. Each week, I'll travel throughout the Lower Mainland to discover what goes into the creation of our local foods. We'll see if these foods meet my dietitian's stamp of approval, and why these foods are not only good for you, but also good for our earth. It's 3 a.m. and we're off for an early morning, or for some of you, late night adventure, to find out how a favorite bread of mine is made. I can't think of a better thing to be doing on a cold and rainy night than walking to a bakery. Fad diets, such as the high-protein, low-carbohydrate diet craze, have people thinking that they need to pass up on bread to maintain a healthy weight. What they really should have passed up on is the diet book. We spoke to Pat McCarthy, the Bread Affair's CEO, about their many nutritious and delicious breads. So word on the street is that you're the only bakery in the Lower Mainland that actually has 100-mile bread, meaning all ingredients from their bread are within 100 miles?
It's actually 71 miles from Vancouver City Hall to the farthest ingredient, which is Cedar Isle Farm in Agassiz.
Moderate portions of fresh, whole grain breads instead of the bucket-sized servings of white and refined breads allows you to stick to healthy eating without having to eliminate the entire food group.
Today we're making all the standard breads that we make. This is for our 100-mile. We use locally grown blueberries and hazelnuts in it. We also use a local grower's wheat.
I know there's an art in bread making, but is the beauty of bread making really in the hairnet? How do these things go on? Next, we spoke to Carlos about his love affair with bread. Do you like the oven? Do you like the
I love the oven.
Do you love the oven?
I can bake all day, all week. I start today at 12. There's no one here, and you can do whatever you want.
I think I want to be a baker. So one of the unique things about your bakery is that you actually sprout your grains for the sprouted bread right here.
That's absolutely right. Part of our process is to select from the farmers the grains that we're looking for and to sprout them locally.
However, using sprouted grains does not mean your bread is gluten-free. Sprouted grain bread is higher in fiber though. So those with difficulty digesting certain grains, you might just find you can have your bread and eat it too. Now that is worth spending some extra dough on. Pat shared with me their reasons for choosing organic ingredients.
There's a little fridge magnet on our walk-in cooler that says, "Eat organic food, it's what your grandparents used to call food." Our most popular sandwiches are vegetarian. It's done with our sprouted wheat bread. We have a goat farmer out here in Langley that we provide stale bread to, and so the goat cheese is from the goats that are fed our bread.
Not only goats get to eat this bread, you can find it in any store that carries local foods. A dollop of yogurt, a handful of blueberries, and that's it. You got yourself West Coast toast. For Shaw TV, I'm Lori, and this is Good for You and Good for Our Earth.
FarmFolkCityFolk.ca, Good for You, Good for Our Earth, has been brought to you by Farm Folk City Folk.
If you happen to be in Langley, Lori and the cameraman John Fenster both say that the cafe at a Bread Affair is a great place for caffeine, treats, and people watching. The creative community, that's what today's Express has been all about. And we're keeping with that theme with today's Cultus Lake Big Summer Spotlight. In its 18th season, the Enchanted Evening Concert Series features a variety of musical genres, from African to folk to gospel to jazz to fusion. You could watch a movie under the stars at Holland Park here in Surrey. Movies start at dusk with pre-show festivities like face painting, arts and crafts, and live entertainment. The North Shore Night Market starts every Friday evening at 5. You'll find Canadian-made products, unique foods, arts, and free live entertainment. You also have until August 21st to check out Arts 2011 here at the Surrey Art Gallery. We're going to leave you with a look at some art from the Museum of Anthropology, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.